The Big Red Athletic Foundation presents Muskegon Big Red Football here on TV 96. Brought to you by our sponsors. Port City Federal Credit Union. Lakeshore Carpet One. Core Realty Partners. Jinman Tire Company. Schmidt Roofing and Construction. Bowman's Body Shop. Brickley DeLong Certified Public Accountants. Mercy Health Sports Medicine and Athletic Performance Center. Benton Baker Honda. G&L Greek Chili Dogs. And the Trophy House and Jones Sports. The Meat Block.
Hey! Big Red Tjapkes is on fight! Right! Yeah! Why? Yeah! Why? Yeah! Big Red Tjapkes is on fight! Right! Yeah! Why? Yeah! Why? Yeah! This is us! Begin!
Ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for tuning in here on TV 96. Matt Tjapkes joined by the coach Mike Taylor as we get ready for this matchup between the Big Reds, 4-0 on the season, and the Fruitport Trojans coming in at 2-2. And coach, starting to see some raindrops right here, right now. Tell us a little bit about what Muskegon needs to do differently this week with this weather in mind.
We need to petition the state and see if we can get that running clock started in the second quarter, Matt. No, it's again, everyone's playing in the elements. Some of the schools in the area have moved up their start times. It's going to be hit and miss. 30%. Coach White told me that it's 30% until about 9 o'clock, and then it jumps up to 50. So, we got a few sprinkles right now, but the field's in good condition. Let's play ball.
All right, homecoming this week. We talked a little bit last week about the distractions that homecoming can bring, but what do you do as a coach today coming into this game to just keep your players focused?
Well, you got to remember why you're coming to the stadium. It's like the band's here. Everyone's coming in here, but different occasions, different attractions. And right now the players need to focus on what they do best, and that's why they're here, and that's playing. You were a 3-time homecoming king. It can be a distraction, but, you got to work through that and make sure you understand what the focal point is.
Finally, this Fruitport Trojan team, 2-2, but they're one play away from being 3-1 on the season. They lost an overtime game on a 2-point conversion attempt that didn't go for them. Tell us a little bit about what you've heard about this Fruitport team.
Well, and again, what I've heard about Fruitport is they do have some good, skilled athletes, and they're a team that last week, they threw the ball a lot. 60% of the time, you're going to see that ball in the air. I expect them to see from them a lot of flood passing. Trying to flood a zone with 2 or 3 receivers and, just trying a little ball control. They've actually run some T formation so far this year, too. So, when looking at the weather, it may not be conducive to throwing, so we may see some T formation out of them. They've run that.
All right, we are getting ready for the Big Reds and the Trojans. We'll be back right after this with some interviews down on the field. Schmidt Roofing and Construction is ready to assist with your next home roofing or construction project, including siding, replacement windows, doors, chimneys, and snow and ice removal. The Old Roofer, located at 552 West Southern Avenue, Schmidt Roofing and Construction is your pregame sponsor of Big Reds football.
Coach Mike Taylor here, Big Red Football. Our pregame guest tonight is Coach Montrell Dockery, 3-time Heisman Trophy winner and defensive back coach, just a defensive back coach of the year. Hey, Coach, thanks for coming on the show. I know we get a little tight for time, and the weather's getting kind of crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's always good to, to get a word in before the game and come chat with this guy, Mike Taylor.
Hey,
right?
there we go. Quick scouting report tonight on what your defensive backs are going to see out of this Fruitport team.
I think we're going to see a Fruitport team that's probably going to swing the ball around a little bit. Hopefully the rain lets up a little bit, but I think we're going to get a good feel for where we're at in the secondary and, how we're going to attack the ball and things like that.
So. Watching your secondary this year, I'm really impressed with, the effort that those kids give. And, that's the one thing that you got to tell those kids is just bring your A game. Just bring a good attitude and give us your best effort.
Sure, yeah. I wouldn't say it's anything special that I've done. I think it's the willingness of those guys to accept the coaching and operate at a high level. When I first came in, Coach Fairfield had a standard, a stigma, to a mantra that these kids live by, and I just kind of stepped right in and followed suit. So, I wouldn't give myself any credit or anything like that, but
That's my job, Coach.
Okay.
That's my job. I'll give you the credit.
Cool.
He deserves this credit. One other thing. I look at, most high school athletes, players, Coach,
Sure.
9 games in a season. Okay, so for a junior, you figure the average junior and senior plays 18 games, right?
Sure, yeah.
You've got a cornerback over there who's played great football, and this will be his 19th football game, and he's halfway through his 10th grade year.
Yeah, Miles Watt. That kid, he has special written all over him. We noticed it from the start when he first came in after his 8th grade year, and so it was a big challenge for him coming from playing in front of 200 fans over at our middle school to playing in front of 6,000 at Hackley. So, but he accepted the challenge well. He adapted, and that's why you're seeing what you're seeing out of Miles.
You're a former player, defensive back also. How do you teach confidence to defensive backs, especially to cornerbacks?
You just got to have amnesia. That's what I teach them, man. You play with a certain swagger, a certain level of energy, and I think it's my job as a coach to bring that and challenge them to match that, and that's where it goes back to I talked about Coach Fairfield with the expectation that he set us. We set the expectation as coaches as well, and so our guys just kind of step right in and follow suit, and that's what you get.
Well, I still got a little bit of pull over in Ann Arbor, and if Harbaugh can't beat Ohio State or Michigan, I'm making a phone call on your behalf over there.
On that pool, then.
On my Montel Drockery kick right here. So.
All right, cool.
I'm really impressed. How would you grade out your defensive backs first 4 weeks of the game?
They're actually we grade our kids after every game, and 92% is passing for a defensive back, and so they've actually been playing pretty well. We only had one guy that didn't grade out one game due to a couple missed tackles, but they're playing at about a B+ average right now, and so I'm pretty impressed with that they accepted the challenge to play at a high level. So,
Coach Montrell Dockery, Muskegon Big Reds football, one of a kind. You're the man.
Go Big Reds.
Check out the wide variety of Big Red.
Go Big Red!
upstairs, ladies and gentlemen. The Big Reds are out on the field, and the Fruitport Trojans ready to kick off to start off this game. Thanks for tuning in. Matt Tjapkes and the coach, Mike Taylor, up here with Dave Lauren keeping us in line.
And the police office.
Oh, yes. Everybody here. Beautiful night for homecoming, Coach.
We had a 30-minute rain prior to the game, and so the field's going to, the weather conditions are going to get a little slick down there, especially as the game goes on.
Coach, tell me, when you come into a game like this, and we haven't really had a rainy game all season, what are you reminding your players about, especially on offense?
Well, again, you want to play field position football to start with, and again, the big key tonight is, eliminate turnovers, hang on to secure the football. So as a running back coach, offensive coordinator, you want to make sure you're reinforcing that to the kids, put that out of their arm over that football, cover the points of it.
Fruitport kicking left to right. Caleb Kruger about to put a boot on it. And Robert G. Jr. will return it for the Big Reds from the 10-yard line. G right up the middle with it. He's across the 25 and taken down just shy of the 30-yard line. And that's where the Big Reds will start this possession. Of course, Muskegon again 4-0 on the season. Trojans 2-2. And Coach, took a look back, and it's just a weird anomaly right now. De La Salle, Martin Luther King, EGR, Kenowa, and now Fruitport, all 2-2.
Yeah, isn't that great? Isn't that great? Well, hopefully we're going to make them 2-3.
Yes. And we hope some of those other guys improve to 3-2 in the meantime. So early on here, Cameron Martinez, who had a great game passing last week, gets things started. 2 receivers to his left and 1 to his right on first down. And handoff up the middle. And that's going to be Watts for a little gain on first down.
That would look like a little mix-up on the handoff right there, but did a nice job of securing the ball. Looks like, Fruitport's coming out in that 5-2 front.
And Watts had gloves. He is trying to get rid of them. Dropped them off over to Coach Brent White here before second down and 8. Big Reds bring in an extra receiver, Crowley, on this second and long. Martinez out of the pistol with Watts right behind him. Man in motions, Jabri Henderson. Jabri's going to get it coming off the right-hand side. Turns the corner and, blew a tire as he was trying to turn the corner there.
It looked like it was a great slide if second base would have been right over there.
Unfortunately, it wasn't. And first down wasn't over there either. Third down, about 5 yards. We call 4 yards to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 39. And we see a little bigger personnel, Jordan Porter, back on the field here for third down.
And again, Cameron Martinez last week, 3 carries in that game. So it'll be interesting to see how he comes back this week.
Big Reds are heavy to the left. Cam fakes the handoff, keeps this one himself, and fights forward. First down and more. Cameron Martinez knocking over Trojans on his way to the 42-yard line, a gain of 7, and a Big Reds first down.
Boy, Demarius Dickerson and big Dwayne Anderson over there on that right side. Nice job of staying in front of their man and driving him.
This Trojan team coming off a big 49-0 win on the road at Grand Rapids Union last week. They're 2-2 on the season. Martinez takes the handoff. He's going to pitch it. Coming off the left side with a big head of steam. That's Robert G. Jr. He's got a first down and more into Trojan territory. Down to the 42-yard line, a gain of 16.
But I tell you what, you watch option football right there. And Cameron Martinez, there is no doubt about the end of the line. We call him EOL, but that means the end man on the defensive line. He is going to take the quarterback. He wants him to pitch. They don't want Cameron Martinez to beat them, so they got right on him.
G and Henderson in the slots as Cam takes the handoff. Now rolls to his right, thinks about where to go, runs around the corner, and finally will just keep it himself, gets inside the 40 and down to about the 39, a gain of 3 yards on first down.
That might have been one of the longest plays this year as far as running the clock.
Yeah, he had time back in the pocket, had a couple opportunities, but tried to be patient back there to see if something would open up. It did not. A 3-yard gain makes it 2nd and 7. Cam will have 3 to his left this time. One receiver to his right is Crowley. And hard count brings the Trojan defense across and a free 5 yards for the Big Reds.
That shows great discipline by the Big Reds right there. You know, the one thing too, you want to make sure, pay attention tonight to number 50. Okay, that's Darian Bridgeford. Okay, the senior center right there. But you know, we take it for granted, Matt, that every time the play starts, he's shooting that football back there, and it's got to be a great exchange, and that's how the whole play starts. So Darian Bridgeford, great job.
2nd down and 3, and Cam's keeping this the whole way. Cuts across, gets a first down inside the 30-yard line, down to about the 28. Gain of 6 yards. 1st down and 10 coming up for the Big Reds.
Doing a great job of securing the ball right there and reestablishing the line of scrimmage. Jordan Porter in there at tight end. Number 33, your playbook number 1 in your heart, though.
Martinez, who came into today leading the team with 608 yards rushing, takes the handoff, and he's going to pitch this one. Henderson's got a nice edge around the right-hand side. He's got a 1st down and more as he's spun out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 11. 1st down for the Big Reds.
Japri Henderson turned down those Jets right there. Had a great game last week and also loves to play the game of baseball.
Henderson stepped out with 9:19 left to go, and they'll roll the clock now. Here in the 1st quarter, Big Reds on the opening drive of the game. Martinez steps back from the line, looks over Brent White, gives him a quick call through receivers. All to Cam's left-hand side. Now Tommy Watts will go to his left-hand side as well. And that's where everybody's going. Martinez inside the 15, fights his way down close to the 10-yard line. Call it the 11, a gain of 7 yards on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, it's incredible how Fruitport is aligning right now. They're, you know, in my opinion, they're not lined up on the perimeter well. They're giving up some things, and right there's a great example of how we outnumbered them.
Crowley will split to the right. Taryn Walker right in front of Tommy Watts, and Watts takes the handoff. He's got a 1st down, fighting inside the 5, right to the 5-yard line. A gain of 5 yards. Makes it 1st and goal.
Nice job of pulling the full block really by David Elmore right there. Up inside the hole, doing a good job. Boy, we're right down there in the red zone here.
G. Reynolds and Crowley to the right, Henderson to the left, Martinez in the pistol on 1st and goal. 4 minutes into this one, and the Big Reds knocking on the door on the opening drive of the game. Cam takes a snap. He's going to pitch this one. Henderson lost the ball and gets down on top of it. Loss of 9 on the play, and Coach, that's the one factor we can't really practice for is wet surface, wet ball.
Yeah, like we said, ball security. That's going to be the big thing here. Drive the length of the field and turn it over in the red zone. That's not what we want.
So loss, but it's only 2nd down. 2nd down and goal for the Big Reds. Martinez cuts this one right back up the middle, inside the 10, keeps his feet, and he's down all the way back to the 5-yard line. Gain of 8, 3rd down and goal from the 5 for Muskegon.
You know, and I wouldn't be surprised right now, Matt, if this is not 4-down territory because of the footing for the kicker.
Yep, I completely agree with that, and I think the Big Reds would just like to make a statement here on the opening drive. Homecoming crowd here at historic Hackley Stadium. Big Reds on 3rd and goal. Martinez takes the handoff to Henderson. Stiff arms the man, cuts his way back in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Big Reds. Cam Martinez on a 5-yard run.
How about that? He just took his time, showed a lot of patience, and let the hole open up, and then he took off. That's great.
Cameron Martinez on the rushing touchdown, his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. That leads the Big Reds, and it's 6-0, 6:31 left to go here in the 1st quarter. And Jose Gutierrez on for the PAT.
Mari Crowley holding.
Snap was low, and Crowley couldn't dig it up. Crowley's looking, he's looking for Jordan Porter just off his hands. Oh, So it's a 6-0 lead for the Big Reds. Crowley did a great job looking up. Porter tried to get open just off the fingertips, though. We'll take a break with the Big Reds up by 6. We'd like to thank our friends from Port City Federal Credit Union for their sponsorship of Big Reds football. Port City Federal Credit Union, a member-owned financial cooperative offering affordable services and a friendly professional staff. Our thanks to Larry Brigadal and Ralph Burr. Port City Federal Credit Union, located at 460 West Laketon. Bowman's Body Shop in Muskegon has over 50 years of experience providing comprehensive auto collision repair and body work for all cars, trucks, and SUVs. Henry Bostrom and Bowman's Body Shop are proud sponsors of Big Red football. Bowman's Body Shop, located at 2846 South Getty Street in Muskegon. So he'll set that up again. Senior Ethan Flores back deep for the Trojans, standing on about his own 17-yard line. Flores can do a little bit of everything for this Fruitport team. He runs it, he catches it, plays some defense. So Gutierrez tries this one again, and a nice end-over-end kick this time.
Oh.
That's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
So Jose Gutierrez took that a little personally, that he had to go back out there and re-kick.
A bad coaching move on Fruitport's part.
Now we get to see junior quarterback Tyler Zimmerman and company. And the rain's starting to fall down again here at Hackley Stadium. Umbrellas popping out. Zimmerman out of the gun. 2 backs with him in the backfield, 2 to the left and 1 to the right. And he fakes the handoff, looking for a pass, and that is off the mark, incomplete on first down, intended for junior receiver Landon Doctor.
And that's kind of what we talked about in the pregame show. Look, Fruitport looking, to throw the ball quite a bit. They like to throw a controlled passing game, but looking to, run some floods in the zone and in the flats and see if they can get a couple kids open with a controlled passing game.
Zimmerman hands it off. It's Flores coming off the right-hand side, tries to turn the corner. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a half a yard on top of that, and that's it. Setting up 3rd down and long.
Nice tackle right there by Kobe Lewis.
Brings up a 3rd and 10.
That play looked like it was designed, Matt, to go off tackle, and he just happened to, hey, there's nothing here. This road is closed.
Yeah, just kept looking, and road remained closed all the way to the sideline. Halfway through the first quarter already, 6-0, Big Reds on top of the Trojans. Fruitport looking at 3rd down and 10. You see the official keeping a towel on the football, trying to keep it as dry as possible. And Fruitport's going to use their first timeout here with 5:40 left to go in the quarter, excuse me.
The OK Conference empowers our athletes, coaches, officials, and fans to be role models for sportsmanship.
Out of the timeout, Trojans with the ball, looking at 3rd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line here early on. Big Reds on top 6-0. And Zimmerman takes the ball, looking to pass, and it is incomplete. Closest player to it was Miles Walton of the Big Reds, as the intended target, Landon Doctor, wasn't quite in the neighborhood. 4th down and 10, and Big Reds defense comes out with a nice 3-and-out to start the game.
Well, I'll tell you what, Miles Walton, again, leading his team, I believe, in interceptions. He was 1 step ahead of the receiver on the route. It's a good thing he threw that ball on the ground, or Miles would have had another interception this year.
Walton with 3 picks on the season. Colby Lewis has a couple as well.
Kobe Lewis is deep for Muskegon.
Speaking of Colby Lewis, he's back there deep along with Miles Walton. Ready to receive this punt. Low snap, and the punter's down. Ball is loose, and the Big Reds are going to have it at the 10-yard line, recovered by Pierre Johnson. And the slippery conditions at Hackley Stadium lead to a turnover by the Trojans. And great field position here for the Big Reds. 1st down and goal from the 10.
And that's why you continue to rush that punter, because on nights like this, a bad snap, low snap, Pierre Johnson was in there along with Billy Johnson, and that's good news for the Big Reds.
It is. Martinez and company set up at the 10-yard line. You got Crowley split wide right. Henderson short side to the left. And they're going to hand this one to Tjapkes coming off the right-hand side. Crowley trying to hold the block. Tjapkes turns the corner, dives for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Big Reds.
What a block by Crowley over there.
Tjapkes Henderson with a 10-yard rushing touchdown. His third rushing touchdown of the season. The Big Reds add to their lead. It is now 12-0. PAT coming up, and we'll see if this goes a little better. Taron Walker's snap first time was a little low. Crowley eventually scooped it up and tried to throw a pass. Snap better this time. Gutierrez's kick is up, and it is good. 13-0. Big Reds on top. 5:23 to go here in the first quarter of play. We'll take a quick break.
Lakeshore Carpet One can serve all your home carpet needs. Former Big Red Brett Thorson and his staff are ready to serve you. Lakeshore Carpet One, a proud sponsor of Big Reds football. Located at the corner of Sherman and McCracken, it's Lakeshore Carpet One.
The 10-yard touchdown run from Tjapkes Henderson, one play after the Trojans couldn't execute a punt. The Muskegon Big Reds own a 13-0 lead, and Jose Gutierrez ready to kick this one off. Ethan Flores back deep at his own 3-yard line. High end-over-end kick that Flores will take at his own 17. Bobbles it for a second. He's going to get up to the 20-yard line. Ball loose, but the officials are going to say that he was down. Trojans recovered it anyway. Fruitport will have it at their 19-yard line. First down and 10.
And a whole host of Big Red players down there in that. When he fumbled that ball, looked up. Brian Stinson was right there on him. Tommy Watts was right there on him. Robert Gee Jr., they were on him now.
So 5:18 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Trojans went 3 and out on their first series. They're going to put the nose of the ball right near the 20. We'll call it the 19. Richardson out of the gun. Handoff coming off the left side is Zane Lee, and Lee's going to get trapped in the backfield for a loss. Back to about the 15-yard line. Call it a loss of 4. Second down and 14.
Big Jalen Jordan right there, senior. Had him as our on the post show last week, running that one down. He's probably, Jalen Jordan is probably, Matt, one of the 3 happiest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
He's always got a smile on his face.
Nothing wrong with that.
He told me before the game he thought he could be a quarterback.
All right, so they moved that one all the way back to the 9-yard line, actually. So we're going to call it second down, 20 to go for the Trojans here. And handoff, not much there. I don't even know if they got back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, no,
like
that wasn't
even
even close.
Loss of a couple on the play.
Wasn't even close. A whole host of Big Red players. Julius Sims. I mean, they are coming through that Fruitport offensive line. Looks like their blocking scheme is called the Sieve.
Drew Cooper, the ball carrier there. Took a loss of, we'll just call it a loss of 1 yard on the play. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Fruitport looking at third down and about 22.
I don't know, I'd kind of be looking for a screen pass or something here.
We've seen screen passes before this season. All right, Zimmerman drops back, looking to his left, pass right through the hands of Flores. Flores, only pretty sure-handed senior wide receiver, but just shows how slick the ball is right now. Incomplete, clock stops, 4:13, fourth down, and the Trojans got to try and punt again.
Yeah, Pierre Johnson right there on the coverage. And again, even if he catches the ball, Matt, they're nowhere near the first down marker.
No.
So it was not a play really designed for a first down. It was to probably give him more space for punting here. Again, after what happened with this last punt, take a look at this center. Watch this ball coming back.
We got Lewis and Walton back. Snap is low, but the Trojans pick it up this time, and Farrell kicks this one away. It's going to bounce, and Miles Walton takes it at midfield. Walton coming down the left side, turns the corner, he's inside the 40, keeps his feet, he's inside the 30, spins out of another tackle all the way down to the 22-yard line. Call it even the 21, a 29-yard return for Miles Walton.
Looked just like Deion Sanders, didn't he?
Man, he was dancing right through that Trojan defense. Coach, you ever go fishing?
On purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You ever drop a fish in the bottom of the boat and try and grab it? Because that's what the Trojan defenders look like right there, trying to grab Miles Walton.
Looked like big Dwight McKinney was a little shaken up there coming off the field. Hope he's okay. Looked like maybe a shoulder or something.
Go the Big Reds. Got Tommy Watts coming off the right side. Tommy with a little jab step, and he's outside, turns the corner, and he's into the end zone. 22-yard touchdown run for Tommy Watts, and the Big Reds extend their lead.
Wow. Again, a hesitation step in there to set up the perimeter blocking, Matt.
Fifth touchdown of the season for Tommy Watts. 3:52 left to go. Second one-play drive in a row for the Big Reds. And Gutierrez coming on for another PAT here, as the skies have really opened up now here in downtown Muskegon. Snap is good. Gutierrez kick is wide right. No good, 19-0. Big Reds still hold on to the lead with 3:52 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Jim Tire Company has kept pace with the changing auto service world in the over 75 years it's been in business. But one constant has been family ownership. Jim Tire Company are proud of their great service and customer relationships. Jim Tire offering new and used tire sales and services located at 665 West Clay Avenue. Our thanks to Jim Tire Company for their support of Big Reds football. G&L Greek Chili Dogs is a proud supporter of Big Reds football. With their signature chili dog, varied menu, and friendly table service, G&L provides a unique dining opportunity with 3 locations in Muskegon on Sherman, Sternberg, and Apple Avenue. G&L Greek Chili Dogs, a Muskegon tradition since 1926.
Big Reds ready to kick it off again. 3:52 left to go here in the first quarter.
Great coaching move right here, moving over to the hash mark for Gutierrez to kick.
Gutierrez, who had been hooking them a little bit to the left, kicks this one, and that's fielded at the 5-yard line by Flores. Flores got a nice head of steam, and he is through the line. He's across the 40 and out all the way near midfield. What a return there from senior Ethan Flores, as Trojans have by far their best field possession here in this contest.
Trayvon Coast right there with a touchdown saving tackle on the kickoff. They went right up the middle. Nice kick by Gutierrez right there. Drove it deep. Considering the football weighs 4 pounds more than it normally does right now with a leather football in the rain.
So they're going to mark this ball right at midfield for the Trojans. Big quarterback Tyler Zimmerman and company.
Big first down, or big first quarter here, Matt, for the Big Red offense. Defense playing great too.
3 scoring drives. Handoff off the left-hand side, and not much there for Fruitport. Give him a yard on first down. As coming up off the bottom of the pile is Crew Cooper for the 1-yard gain.
And there's that host of Big Reds that they're talking about, that tradition. You know, Taryn Walker does a great job playing a linebacker out there. He's always around that football, man.
We get a little T formation look here from the Trojans, coming off the left-hand side and breaking a tackle and getting a first down is Ethan Flores down the right sideline. He's inside the 20 and gets it inside the 15, finally knocked out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And, Coach, we saw a lot of T formation last week, but Big Reds didn't look like they were ready for that one right there.
Boy, we had about 3 guys with hands on him, but Flores took off and cut back and made a couple people miss too, so.
And right like that, they spread it back out. Zimmerman goes under center. Keep an eye on Flores. He's in motion. Going to hand it to him, looking for a hole, and he falls forward for a gain of about 2, maybe 3 on first down.
this is where you really have to play assignment football and pay attention.
Flores will be the lone back behind Zimmerman with a couple receivers split off to his right.
Football's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. Zimmerman jumps right on top of it. But they'll lose 2 yards back to the 11-yard line, and that'll set up 3rd down and 10 from there for the Trojans.
You know, it looks like, and I know we're up in the press box, but to me, it looks like Fruitport's using a rubber football, and Muskegon's using a leather football. So they both different problems here, but they're both slippery when it's wet.
Yeah.
Leather ball just happens to weigh a little bit more.
Under 90 seconds left here in the first quarter. Big Red's defense trying to keep that 0 on the Trojan side. Fruitport threatening 3rd and 10 from the 11. Throw is up in the air and through the hands. Crew Cooper had it, couldn't hold on. Big Reds dodge one there. And that'll make it 4th down and 10 from the 11 for Fruitport.
That was definitely a blown coverage, and that man will never have an easier opportunity at a touchdown.
So that'll set up, looks to be a field goal opportunity here for Caleb Kruger. Interesting choice. Aiden Vela will be the holder for the Trojans. And we're looking at about a 27-yard kick. In the pouring rain, the kick is blocked by the Big Reds. That ball is loose and picked up by Muskegon. Coming back the other way is Desjuan Lindsay. Flag on the play. We'll wait and see what the flag is. Big Red defense looking to pitch a shutout for the 2nd straight week. They're going to say no flag on the play.
They picked it up.
Official picked it up, so the return back to the 40-yard line, and that's where the Big Reds will set up camp. 1st down and 10. Coach, I saw Tony Williams. He's trying to find all the animals and gather them 2 by 2 right now.
Yep.
The rain is coming down here in downtown Muskegon as the Big Red offense.
Yeah, instead of a halftime homecoming show with floats and stuff, we're going to have canoes going by.
Maybe a Catalina show. Martinez just going to keep this one himself. Nice cut up across the 45 and stops right there. In a gain of 6 up to the 46. 2nd down and 4.
Great 1st down play right there. Take it back up inside. And again, we've done a great job of controlling the line of scrimmage. You know, we've not had a problem getting outside on Fruitport tonight either.
No, we have not.
Considering, you know, going east and west like we do to the sideline, we're able to turn it upfield. So
2nd down, 3 receivers to Martinez left with the ball basically right in the middle in between the hashes. G's going to get the handoff. Check that. That's Tommy Watts. Watts across 45 and knocked out of bounds at the 44, and Tommy Watts with a nice gain there, about 10 yards on that run. 1st down for the Big Reds.
Boy, Tommy Watts, you know, not a real big running back, but boy, he definitely has some leg strength.
Watts, 2nd leading rusher on this team, coming into today with 172 yards rushing.
Last play here of the 1st quarter.
And they're going to pitch it off to Henderson coming off the right-hand side, and Henderson gets a nice head of steam inside the 40 down to about the 38. Gain of 6 yards on 1st down, 2nd down and 6, but you are right, Coach. 2nd down is going to happen in the 2nd quarter, and the Big Reds, 3 drives, 3 scores, only 1 PAT, but still a 19-0 lead after 1. We'll take a break and be back after this.
That marks the end of the 1st quarter of play.
Second quarter of play here from historic Hackley Stadium at Tjapkes and Mike Taylor bringing you the action. The Muskegon Big Reds looking at 2nd down and 4 as Cam Martinez lines up Hands this one off. Tommy Watts.
He's
got
gone.
the corner. He's off to the races. To the 30, 20-10. Touchdown, Big Reds. Tommy Watts, 36 yards on the run. His second touchdown of the day. Big Reds extend their lead. It's now 25-0.
It's a way to start the second quarter right there.
8-second play for the Big Reds, and they drive right down the field. 4 drives, 4 scores for Muskegon. Gutierrez on for the PAT, 1 for 2 so far for him. Another PAT had a bad snap.
Looks like an umbrella convention here.
Crowley to hold. Snap is good. Crowley got the ball down. Kick is up and right through. 26-0. Big Reds on top of the Trojans with 11:52 left to go in the first half. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Core Realty Partners is a locally owned and operated real estate brokerage firm located at 451 West Western Avenue. Core Realty Partners' mission is to provide unmatched, honest service to our clients, always trying to exceed their expectations, providing great support and a healthy work environment for our associates. Our goal is not to be the biggest, just the best in our industry. Our success will be the result of having the best interest in mind for our clients, our associates, and the communities we serve. Core Realty Partners.
Jose Gutierrez ready to kick it off for the Big Reds. Ethan Flores back deep for the Trojans. Gutierrez kicking off the right hash again. And line drive kick. Flores is going to take it from the 3-yard line. And he gets ahead of steam right up the middle. Flores up near the 40-yard line again. Another great return for the Trojan senior and great field position for Fruitport on this next possession.
Nice tackle by Tyrese Oaks coming over there and grabbing him and slamming him to the ground.
So the Trojans will take over at the 41, a 38-yard return. And Flores showing what a valuable player he is for this Fruitport squad.
You know, Tyler Zimmerman, the quarterback here, his passes are, they're not even close to being a spiral because the ball's so wet. So when he throws, you know, you don't see the tight spiral. It's like it's a shot put, you know, just trying to go to an area.
Zimmerman is going to pitch this one to Flores. Flores looked like he was looking to throw it. No, boy, did he get trapped for a big loss there back inside the 30 to about the 28. We're going to call it a loss of 13 yards on the play. That's a lonely feeling back there.
Junior Quinshaw Clancy running him down back there, and that play just, it looked disaster.
They're going to call it a loss of 12 back to the 29.
They're
so
almost in the parking lot on that play.
Just over 11 minutes left to go here in the first half. Big Reds on top 26-0, and now Fruitport's going to go in that T formation here. Handoff off the right side. Big hit on Crew Cooper. Delivered by the Big Reds. Was that Taryn Walker there?
Taryn Walker said, hello. He came through there untouched, and boy, that's not a good sight for a running back when you see somebody like Taryn Walker coming at you on a football field.
Loss of a couple more. Going to mark it at the 27-yard line. That'll make it 3rd down and 24 for Fruitport.
Now Fruitport's going into this right into the rain.
And Zimmerman under center with the T look behind him. Handoff up the middle, and maybe a yard for Fruitport, and that's about it on the play.
Whole host of Big Red defenders right there. In fact, 5 of them had hands on the ball carrier right there stopping him, so it's a great defensive set.
Zane Lee got the 1-yard gain for Fruitport. And now the Trojans will try and kick this one away.
Muskegon has scored on every possession.
It's like Camden Farrell back there to punt this one away for the Trojans, standing about his own 12-yard line. Better snap this time, and he gets off a high kick. And the Big Reds are going to let that one bounce and roll. It's going to go all the way down to the 29-yard line. So that's where Muskegon will take over this possession. 9:20 left to go in the first half. 26-0, Muskegon on top. So Big Red offense back out onto the field. As the wind continues to blow this heavy rain around, Martinez work out of the pistol on first down. 3 to the right, 1 to the left, and now quick look over to Brent White. Quentin Reynolds wanted to make sure he got that. He did. Henderson goes in motion, and Japree's got it coming off the left-hand side. At a steam for Tjapree. First down and more. He's across midfield, carrying defenders with him inside the 45-yard line down to the 44. Tjapree Henderson with a great run there. Called about 27 yards on that run, and a first down for the Big Reds.
Again, great perimeter blocking by the kids up there. Staying on their man, positioning, and then the backs cutting off that. They do such a good job here. Such a good job. That takes so much practice, to be able to read that as a running back. So
Martinez spreads them out too wide to either side. Handoff right up the middle is Tommy Watts, and got a couple yards. That's about it. So Martinez gets the call in from the sideline on 2nd down and 8. Watts will take it off the left-hand side. He stops, follows his man down the left sideline. First down and more, clearing the way there. Jamarius Dickerson, the sophomore, clearing the path for Tommy Watts.
Again, Billy Roberts over there at left tackle, and David Elmore, left guard, stepping that play side foot and getting in position right there.
Gonna take that down to the 32-yard line, and that's where the Big Reds will take it. First down and 10. Big Reds packing it in tight here on first down. Cam's looking to throw. Has a man, and that is complete off the right-hand side. Taryn Walker takes it down inside the 25 to about the 24, 23. They're going to call it the 24. He's going to be about a yard and a half short of a first down.
Nice pass right there, considering the conditions.
Gives the Trojan defense something else to think about, too. They didn't have enough to think about already. 2nd down and a yard to go for Martinez. Cam going to pitch this one. Robert G coming off the left-hand side. G lost the ball.
Oh, no.
Couldn't get it back, and the Trojans are going to recover at the 24-yard line. Robert G trying to shake a man, ended up having the ball pop out of his hands, and a turnover by the Big Reds. Gives the ball back to Fruitport with 7:14 left to go here in the first half.
That's one of those weather fumbles right there. Nobody hit him. Ball just slipped out of his hands.
Pass on 2nd down, right through the hands of Walton. Too tall for the intended target, off the hands of Zimmerman, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Trojans.
That ball is slick right now.
Trojans huddling up.
We got to get a few touches on the quarterback.
Fruitport's going to spread it out this time around Zimmerman, too wide to either side. He drops back looking to throw. Company coming as Heath uncorks this one. Too tall for the intended target on the play, Camden Farrell. 4th down and 10, and Fruitport is going to have to send out the punt team here with 6:46 to go in the half.
Miles Walton slipped back there and fell on that play right there. That field must be getting slick.
Lewis and Walton will go back deep for this kick, but I don't know if the coach even wants him touching it.
Again, they're kicking into the wind.
Into the wind, water in his face. Farrell did a good job just to get that kick off, and it's going to die right about the 33-yard line. Going to mark it at the 35, and that's where Martinez will have it. He's got Jakari Kitchen lined up in the backfield with him. Oaks in the slot to the right. Henderson in the slot to the left. Crowley and Reynolds split wide, and Japri Henderson again coming off the right-hand side. Follows his blocker. He's across the 40 and close to first down. And Asay taken down at the 44-yard line. Same set for the Big Reds. Martinez gets a new play from the pistol. And they're going to hand this one coming off the left-hand side. That's Oaks. He's got a first down and more. Nice head of steam inside the 40 and knocked out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out at the 41. And we got a Big Red down on the field, and that is our senior Darian Bridgeford. Down on the field right now for the Big Reds after that nice run, 15 yards from Tyrese Oaks.
We want to thank our friends from Mercy Health Sports Medicine and Athletic Performance Center for sponsoring Big Red Football. Mercy Health, providing our community with athletic training support services for over 30 years. Mercy Health Sports Medicine, exceptional care for athletes of all ages.
After the injury timeout, good news is Bridgeford walked off the field on his own power. Mills Ellis take over at center, snaps a little low. Martinez looking, and he's got a man behind the defense. That's Quentin Reynolds. He'll haul it in. Touchdown, Big Reds. Martinez to Reynolds, 41 yards. Little uncertainty down on the field, though. First and 20. 5:17 to go here in the first half of play. Martinez on the pistol. Coming off the right side is Jakari Kitchen. Kitchen bounces it out. He's inside the 45. Ball popped out of his hands as he gets tackled near the 43.
Muskegon having great success so far, Matt, running outside the tackles.
Got Lindsey in the backfield there with Watts. And Watts is going to take the handoff off the right side. He goes. He's inside the 35-yard line. Close to a first down at the 34. Setting up third down and 3.
Definitely 4-down territory here. And again, picking up big chunks of yards outside the tackles.
Taryn Walker will check in here on third down for the Big Reds. Martinez hands this one off. Watts off the left side. He's got a first down and more. Keeps the legs turning inside the 35, or inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. First down and 10 for Muskegon. And coach, also good news, Darian Bridgeford back in there at center for the Big Reds.
Yeah, I think, might have hyperextended it a little bit, but.
Someone turned up the rain.
We've got over 5,000 umbrellas here. Looking good.
My goodness, is it coming down as Martinez takes it first down and 10. He's looking to throw. Cam rolls outside and zips one across the middle in and out of the hands of Quentin Reynolds for an incomplete pass with 3:54 left to go here in the half.
Cameron Martinez buying time with his feet there and extending the play. And you're going to get receivers open if you can extend the play that long. It's tough to defend people when you give them 8 seconds to run around. Average length of a football play is about 3.2.
Martinez on second down. Keeps this one himself. Fights his way forward. He's inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Gain of, well, we'll call it 6. We'll call it right at the 20-yard line. Third down, 4 coming up. And absolutely no reason to think that this is, again, 4-down territory for the Big Reds.
It is raining.
Is that what it is?
They've sold, at the concession stand, they've sold more umbrellas tonight than they have hot dogs.
Martinez on third down. Watts has got a first down inside the 15-yard line. Oh, Marcus forward progress down to the 13. A gain of 9 on the play for Tommy Watts.
First down, Big Reds.
moving the chains. Clock moving, nearing 3 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Muskegon going for its, what is it, 852nd or 53rd? 52nd win tonight.
Yep. Gonna hand this one off. Oaks coming off the left side, turns the corner, and a flag comes in behind the play as Tyrese Oaks scores the touchdown.
We're gonna get a holding call against the Big Reds.
So that's going to move it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which looked like it was about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. So clock stops, 2:47 left to go here in the first half.
You know, this is the kind of weather, Matt, that you look at and say, okay, at halftime, you know, we want to try and get maybe our kids in some dry clothes, you know, get a dry T-shirt on, maybe dry socks. But for an extended halftime like this, for them to sit in this wet, muddy uniform, that's tough. Not real healthy either.
Big Reds spread it out. A couple receivers to the left of Martinez, one to the right. A couple tight ends in. And Cam's going to keep it himself, bouncing off the right-hand side. Takes on a man at about the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7. Down to the 16. All three receivers to the left, the tight end Porter to the left. Watts lined up behind Martinez out of the pistol. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. Reds in control, 26-0, looking to add the lead. Watts now moves up right next to Cam. Cam follows his man, pops it outside, makes one man miss. He's inside the 10-yard line. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds about the 8.
How about that? 34 years of coaching, and I call a play right. What a prediction.
It all paid off.
It did. Took me 34 years to do it.
Third down for the Big Reds. Call it about 5 yards to go. 3rd and 5. They're at the 9. They need to get to the 4 for a first down. Receiver split wide to either side for Martinez. He's got Oaks kind of at a wing to his right, Watts to his left. Watts is going to take this one, and he's going to march it inside the 5-yard line. First down for the Big Reds. Can the pile keep going? They're going to say he stopped at the 2, 8-yard gain for Tommy Watts. First and goal for the Big Reds at the 2-yard line.
I want to thank all these Big Red sponsors, too. Boy, this is a great program to support. Really appreciate all your support.
Hand off. Watts fighting forward, and he gets it across. Tommy Watts, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. The Big Reds extend their lead 32-0 with 1:26 left to go here in the first half.
That's what you call keeping those legs driving right there and staying behind your offensive line. Overcoming the penalty, that's big.
Absolutely.
You know?
Checked on Gutierrez there for a second. Everybody's okay. Snap bounces in, and Crowley got it back down. Gutierrez got a foot on it, but that one's no good. PAT's a little bit of a struggle here in the rain for the Big Reds, but the score is not. 32-0, 1:26 left to go here in the half. We'll take a break. At the Meat Block, their products have been selected with 5 generations of experience and knowledge of the meat industry since 1909. All products are aged properly for the taste and tenderness desired. We are proud to provide the quality service that the Anderson family has been supplying for over 100 years. All of our products are USDA choice grade or better. Some of the best restaurants in West Michigan serve our products. A proud supporter of Big Red football, the Meat Block at 2330 East Broadway Avenue, the cuts you dine out for. 1:26 left to go here in the first half. Jose Gutierrez ready to kick it off again for the Big Reds, his 5th kickoff of the day. And he's going to try and place that one down in the corner, and he does. Just tuck it in the pylon. That'll be a touchback, and Fruitport will take it at the 20-yard line. Zimmerman will work out of the shotgun this time. 3 receivers to his left-hand side, to his right-hand side, excuse me, 1 to the left. And he is looking to throw on first down, and pass incomplete, in and out of the hands of Crew Cooper. Out of the backfield, stops the clock with 1:22 left to go here in the half. 2nd and 10.
Tell you what, that's for Kobe Lewis on that play right there. His eyes just opened up real wide, knowing he had a real good line on that receiver. And that's to Muskegon's benefit of the incomplete pass to stop the clock. No need for us to take a timeout. Next week, Matt, over at Jenison.
We'll trip to see the Wildcats next week. On 2nd down, Fruitport gets in the hands of Vela, coming off the right-hand side. He'll take it back to the 19-yard line. And Coach Shane Fairfield not using his timeouts right yet.
Quinshaw Clincy again on the tackle over there.
Minute left to go here in the first half. Big Reds with 5 scores on the board. And what has been some less than ideal weather conditions here from Hackley Stadium. Zimmerman will spread them out 2 wide to each side here on 3rd and 10. Pressure up the middle. Zimmerman unleashes it. Pass falls incomplete with 30 seconds left. Big Reds don't use a timeout.
That's the 2nd time tonight, man. We've seen Miles go down, slipping on the turf down there like that.
Fruitport kicks his one right into his own man.
And his own man picked it up.
He'll take it over.
It's a scrum.
Line.
It's a scrum gone crazy. I have never seen something like that. The man who blocked it picked it up and ran it. How do you practice that?
There's no way to draw that one up even. Unusual play.
The personal protector saw someone coming in from our Muskegon sideline side, switched over in front of the punter to try and pick up the block and block the punt himself, caught the punt and started running with it.
So the Big Reds have it. 1st and 10 from the 16, 23 seconds to go.
And 3 timeouts.
Martinez looking over the top. He's got a man. Can he hold on? He does. Quentin Reynolds holds on for the 16-yard catch. And the Big Reds add to their lead with 17 seconds to go.
Oh my gosh, what a wild last 2 plays.
Is that the 3rd one-play drive for the Big Reds here this season?
I think it is. Perfect pass.
Beautiful pass in the conditions. Reynolds had to pay a little extra attention to make sure he held that one in. He did. 38-0 with 17 seconds to go.
Great call by Brent White and that offensive staff over there. Absolutely.
Walker will snap it. Crowley will hold. Snap's good. Holds good. Kick is wide left from Gutierrez.
Attempt is no good.
Our thanks to Brickley DeLong, Certified Public Accountants. Brickley DeLong is a full-service public accounting and business consulting firm serving your West Michigan accounting needs with offices in Grand Haven, Grand Rapids, Hart, and at 316 Morris Avenue, Suite 500 in Muskegon. They have a full team of CPA experts. Our thanks to Don Swick, Tim Arter, and their staff. Brickley DeLong, serving the community for over 40 years. The Trophy House in Jones Sports in Muskegon offers something for all your sporting goods and trophy needs. They are the official provider of apparel for the Big Reds football broadcast team. Owners Steve Bliss, John Coy, and Rick Jones are available to help. The Trophy House in Jones Sports, located at 2350 Henry Street.
Gutierrez to kick off one more time for the Big Reds here. 17 seconds left in the first half. So our friends from the Muskegon Fire Department head off to handle an emergency situation, and that ball is going to die right at the 15-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will cover up with 13 seconds left to go. We got the T formation lined up behind Zimmerman.
Trayvon Cawson there for Miles Walton.
And handoff off the right-hand side back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to do it for the first half of play here from Hackley Stadium. The Big Reds 38, the Trojans 0. We'll be back after this.
We'd like to thank Benton Baker Honda for sponsoring Big Red Football. Benton Baker Honda offers a full lineup of new Honda vehicles as well as quality used vehicles. The Benton Baker Honda staff is dedicated and will work with you to put you behind the wheel of the Honda vehicle you want at an affordable price. Benton Baker Honda, located at 2501 Henry Street in Muskegon.
Back for the second half of play here from historic Hackley Stadium. Rain has lightened up a little bit, but still falling down. Matt Tjapkes and Mike Taylor bringing to the action. Big Reds with a 38-0 lead, and coach, some impressive first half stats.
Absolutely. Again, the big thing here I see right now is Tommy Watts, 12 carries for 120 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cam Martinez, 11 carries for 60 yards. Quentin Reynolds has a catch for 16 yards for a touchdown. And, Martinez has a 5-yard touchdown run. Henderson Dupree, 10-yard touchdown run. And, of course, Tommy Watts, 21-yard, 37, and 2-yard touchdown runs. And then the pass right before half from Martinez to Quentin Reynolds, 16 yards. And the other thing that'll be changed here in the second half, Matt, running clock.
Yep. With a 35-plus point lead. The lead's at 38 right now. Kickoff goes, and Flores going to let that one bounce once, take it from about the 5-yard line, and he's got a nice return again across the 30-yard line and taken down at the 31. And that's where Fruitport will take over their first possession here in the second half.
Tackle over there on that kickoff by DeMonte Longmire. That really has worked out well for Muskegon, making that adjustment with Gutierrez over to the hash mark, Matt.
Yeah, he had been pulling kicks a little bit to his left, so they move him to the right. Chance to straighten everything out.
And I want to apologize. I was corrected by one of the coaches here. Trayvon Cawson is how he pronounces his name. And so I was kind of mispronouncing it, so I want to make sure I right the ship there.
First down carry for Drew Cooper. And he's going to move it about 3 yards off the left-hand side.
Nice.
Up to the 34.
Nice tackle by Tyrese Oaks right there coming up. The junior. Plays wide receiver on offense, too.
3 on that play.
So again, with the 35-plus lead, you look at the tips. Those are the only reason the clock will stop. Timeouts, injuries, penalties, and scores. Other than that, the clock will continue rolling here as long as the lead stays above 35 for the Big Reds. Fruitport hoping to change the look of that here on the opening drive of the second half. Tyler Zimmerman will work out of the shotgun here on second down.
Had to get his mouthpiece in there.
Now he's going to pitch this one. And again, into the hands of Cooper it goes. And Cooper might have gone back a yard or two on second down. We'll call it third down and 8 coming up.
And the atomic bomb right there. Jalen Jordan catches him from behind. Great effort. Yeah, they had definitely had the backside pursuit coming on right there, Matt.
Brings up a 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9 coming up for the Trojans. They'll split Landon Doctor wide right of the formation as Zimmerman works out of the gun. Handoff to Cooper and a big hit in the backfield. Taryn Walker right there to clean it up for the Big Reds.
That play, Taryn Walker just blew it up.
Loss on the play. Brings up a 4.
So
That
that's
young
going to bring
man-
out the Fruitport punt team.
That young running back right there from Fruitport went down faster than the Titanic.
So Reynolds now back with Lewis for this punt return.
These kids are having fun out there in this weather.
Low snap. The Big Reds don't bring any pressure. And dangerous play there from Colby Lewis, but he got away with it, stops the ball, and the Big Reds will have it at the 34-yard line, first down and 10. Martinez out of the pistol here on first down. Handoff Watts up the middle for a gain of 3. Bring up second down and 7.
Again, that play happens so fast. You know, a 2-yard snap. Cameron Martinez has to grab that ball cleanly, spin, and Tommy Watts, who's extremely quick, is almost by him when he gets the ball. That's why you practice all those hours during the week.
Walker and Porter on the right-hand side, and a big hole for Watts. First down and more, he busts it out the left, the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown, Big Reds. Tommy Watts goes 62 yards for the score.
David Elmore, Darian Bridgeford. What a hole up front there. Billy Roberts, Dwayne Anderson.
4th touchdown of the game.
He hit the
Tommy.
20. He hit the 20. Yeah, 4th touchdown for Tommy. How about that? He hit the 20, and when he hit the 20, he looked back to see how if anybody was coming near him.
Longest run of the season. His previous long was 60 yards. We saw that last week. So Watts extends the Big Red lead 44-0, 7:23 to go here in quarter number 3. And now Goodyear is Crowley trying to do a little landscaping back there and make sure that tee stays where it needs to be.
Parking lot seems to be thinning out a little bit, Matt.
Yes. PATs have been the biggest struggle for the Big Reds so far in this game with the rainy conditions, slippery ball. Snap is good. Line drive kicking. Watch out. Right at Mike Taylor's car. It's good. For a 45-0 lead for the Big Reds with 7:23 to go here in the third quarter.
His range is 51 yards. I parked 52 away from him.
Take a break and be back after this.
Jim and Tire Company has kept pace with the changing auto service world in the over 75 years it's been in business. But one constant has been family ownership. Jim and Tire Company are proud of their great service and customer relationships. Jim and Tire offering new and used tire sales and services located at 665 West Clay Avenue. Our thanks to Jim and Tire Company for their support of Big Reds football.
After the Tommy Watts 62-yard touchdown run and Gutierrez PAT, Gutierrez now has this one teed up, ready to kick it deep is Ethan Flores, right about his own 9-yard line. Another great kick. Flores will take from the 7. Slows, waits for his blockers to get in front of him, and again, great job by Fruitport special teams. Flores, good return across the 35, up to the 39-yard line.
Again, Trayvon Kosei on a tackle right there. Young man's got a lot of tackles tonight. Defensive back, slot back on offense, junior.
Comes Zimmerman and company for the Trojans. 1 to his right, 2 to his left. On first down and 10. Zimmerman looking for the quick toss, and they're going to call that incomplete. Zane Lee, the intended target, the senior, couldn't handle it.
Junior Pierre Johnson right there, boy. If he'd tipped that ball one more time up in the air, Pierre would have had it and been off to the races.
So second down, clock continuing to roll. We're already halfway through the third quarter of play here from Hackley Stadium.
Muskegon's perimeters is so fast and quick out there. It's really like in essence, a bubble screen that they're trying to throw by motioning that man out there. But Muskegon's defense is so quick, they don't have a chance to block the perimeter properly.
Zimmerman drops back, looking pass right through his hands, picked off. Quase with the pick for the Big Reds, and he's taken down at the 36-yard line.
Quase again, there he is, the playmaker. That's why you run that tip drill in practice.
Mark that ball at the 36, and the Big Red offense comes out, and here comes junior Amari Crowley and company out for Muskegon.
That's great. Quase comes over to the sideline, and his teammates all congratulate him. They're happy for him. They're celebrating his success with him.
Crowley will work at quarterback. Clock continues to roll. Now they'll set the ball down, and here goes the Muskegon offense. Crowley lost the ball, and now picks it up, and he goes down for a loss back at the 45-yard line.
Lost the ball, then lost his footing.
Looked like they were going to try and get it off to Jabri Henderson coming across the formation on some sort of sweep, but instead, loss of 9 yards on the play brings up second down and 19. Quick check with Brent White back at the sideline. Reynolds will split wide left now. Second and long. Crowley hands this one off. It's Kitchen. Kitchen puts his head down, gets up to about the 41-yard line. Gain of 4.
Kitchen did a nice job right there when he hit that hole, covering both points on that football with his hands.
Check that, they're going to mark at the 42, so only a gain of 3 on the play. Third down, 16 yards to go for the Big Reds. Although on this side of midfield, probably looking at 4-down territory for Muskegon, if necessary.
Jamarius Dickerson's out there going, just run the football over me.
Crowley out of the pistol, glances back.
Cam Martinez on the sideline here helping signal plays in.
Crowley drops back, looking to throw, and he's going to put one up. Julius Sims, oh, in and out of his hands. Great ball from Crowley right there. Sims just couldn't haul it in. Falls incomplete. Fourth down coming up, and looks like Coach Shane Fairfield's going to make his punt team work here just to get the experience of working in these conditions. So Quentin Reynolds standing at his own 40-yard line. Take a couple steps up now.
Taryn Walker is going to be the long snapper here. It's hard to get a good grip on a ball when it's this wet for a longer snap.
Flores at his own 20.
Nice.
And Reynolds gets that kick off, and it's going to roll and die at the 11-yard line. So a nice punt there. Pinning the Trojans deep with 1.5 minutes left to go, and the clock still rolling here in quarter number 3.
Might get one play in here for the fourth quarter.
Wing T look here on first down. And they're going to pitch this one off the right-hand side.
Oh, thank you.
Couple yards on the carry.
There's Juan Lindsay on a tackle.
Flores had that carry. Rain continuing to pour down. Clock inside 20 seconds.
Gain of about 3 on that play.
Make that walk to the other end of the field.
Brings up a 2nd and 7.
Trojans just sending a play into the huddle. This is not going to happen.
Now
Big Reds add to their lead. One more score in quarter number 3. We head to the fourth. 45 for Muskegon, 0 for the Trojans of Fruitport. We'll be back after this.
We'd like to thank our friends from Port City Federal Credit Union for their sponsorship of Big Reds football. Port City Federal Credit Union, a member-owned financial cooperative offering affordable services and a friendly professional staff. Our thanks to Larry Brigadal and Ralph Burr. Port City Federal Credit Union, located at 460 West Laketon.
Fourth quarter of play here from historic Hackley Stadium. At Tjapkes, Mike Taylor bringing in the action. Big Reds with a 45-0 lead. Their defense on the field right now trying to preserve their second straight shutout here at Hackley Stadium. Tyler Zimmerman, the junior quarterback for the Fruitport Trojans, from under center, pitches this one off, and that is not working out well. That's going to be close to a safety. They're going to say forward progress was out to the 1-yard line. Flores stopped for a 6-yard loss there.
I like the official who spotted that because he was 20 yards upfield. You know, I mean, he was in no position to say, yeah, he went out on the
one.
one.
The Big Reds get a push here. They're just going to dive forward with Zimmerman to get a little extra space here up to the 3-yard line and set up fourth down. And here comes the punt team for the Trojans. So the Big Red defense, another great effort out there, pushing Fruitport back.
A host of Big Reds led by Jalen Jordan again. Forces a big fourth down here. Again, we win the battle of field position here. We're going to end up with a short field, Matt. That's great.
Camden Farrell standing at the back of his end zone. And the Big Reds don't have anybody back to return this. They are coming. Here we go. Snap is no good. He does get the kickoff, though. What a job by Farrell right there to get that kickoff. Gets a good bounce.
How did he get that off?
A 42-yard or a 40-yard punt for Farrell right there.
He even bobbled the snap. When he looked up, there were 4 Big Reds right next to him.
Got Sims split wide right, Lewis wide left on 1st and 10. Hands this one off. Kitchen makes one man miss. Fights forward for a gain of about a yard. They're going to mark him actually for no gain on that play.
Number 59, senior Jaden Collins Spivey's in there, out there in that offensive line right now.
Patrick Poltmowski makes the stop for Fruitport.
DeAndre Mills Ellis playing center.
Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Johnson will split wide left, Lewis wide right. As the Big Reds look at 2nd down and 10. 8.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 4. Crawley's going to hand this one off, and a big hole for G coming off the left side. Robert G takes it inside the 30, down to the 25, 17-yard run.
Again, following Jakari Kitchen up there in that hole. That was a nice hole right there.
Big Reds move the chains, knocking on the door of the red zone. 8 minutes left to go.
Ellis with the IHOP again.
Blake Hyatt makes the stop for Fruitport.
Looks like it might be another night for some pizza here. We get that shutout.
Big Reds want to keep that 0 on the board. Their offense moving the ball right now at the 25-yard line. Handoff coming off the right side. Big hole! Brian Stinson cuts it up, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Big Reds!
Wow, what a hole. Nice cut by Brian Stinson right there.
25-yard touchdown run. The Big Reds lead is 51, and that clock will just stay flipped on.
2 weeks in a row, Brian Stinson has scored a touchdown here for the Big Reds. It's great to see the senior coming out and being productive like that. Excellent run.
Rain has slowed down to just a downpour at this point.
Yeah, it's slowed down to a monsoon currently.
Gutierrez comes on for the kick. Crowley the holder. Walker with the snap. Snap bounces in, but Crowley got that up. And holy cow, Gutierrez got it through. Great job by Amari Crowley, and a great kick from Gutierrez right there. Big Reds extend their lead 52-0.
No bout a doubt it. Great kick.
At the Meat Block, their products have been selected with 5 generations of experience and knowledge of the meat industry since 1909. All products are aged properly for the taste and tenderness desired. We are proud to provide the quality service that the Anderson family has been supplying for over 100 years. All of our products are USDA choice grade or better. Some of the best restaurants in West Michigan serve our products. A proud supporter of Big Red football, the Meat Block at 2330 East Broadway Avenue, the cuts you dine out for. Jose Gutierrez tees it up one more time. We're halfway through the 4th quarter. The running clock in a 52-0 Big Red lead.
One-man wrecking crews out there on that kickoff team right now. Junior, Aiden DeMar. He's going to destroy this wedge right here and take care of business, and we're going to find out.
Flores picks up the kick. Starts at the 8-yard line, and this time Big Reds cover it up. Ball's loose, but they're saying Flores was down, as he got up to the 27-yard line, so much better special teams there from the Big Reds. And that's where the Trojans will take over, 1st down and 10.
Brian Stinson also out there in that kickoff team, scores a touchdown and comes right out on special teams. Our new superintendent, Matt Cortez, here at the game tonight. Wanted to try and get together with him before the game for a little interview, but the weather conditions and
we'll catch him.
Yeah,
we'll get him one of these times for sure. Here comes the Trojan offense. Tyler Zimmerman back out on the field. He's going to have 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right, and 2 backs with him as he works out of the shotgun on 1st down. Handoff coming off the left-hand side. Harvey stopped for a loss on the play.
Taryn Walker coming through again untouched. Throwing him, a tackle for a loss, which defensively, those are big. Anytime you can get a tackle for a loss as a defensive player, and that's great.
That was a 5-yard loss, so 2nd down and long coming up for the Trojans.
We're looking at probably 3 plays left in this game, Matt.
Yeah, there's not too much left, as with a 50-point lead, they just turn the clock on and let it keep rolling. Zimmerman out of the gun again with 2 to the right, and he's going to keep this one himself and falls forward for about a yard on the play before Lindsey gets to him.
Boy, Desjuan Lindsey stayed right at home on that. And that's a great, that's a great tackle in space right there. And it's interesting. The game today has changed so much in the last 15 years that, you need players, and to be successful, you need players that can play in space, man. We have a lot of them.
We certainly do. Big Red defense trying to preserve that 0 for another 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
My high school coach wished I would have been shot into space.
Zimmerman out of the gun on 3rd and long. He's going to let one loose.
There we go.
Picked off by the Big Reds. Coming back the other way, down the left sideline is Tyrese Oaks. Just knocked out of bounds short of the end zone. Tyrese Oaks on the interception for Muskegon.
The junior in great position back there at safety. Ball overthrown and a little bit behind the receiver, and Oaks is back there in perfect position.
First interception of the season for Tyrese Oaks. We all know that he's got more than that, but the men in stripes keep trying to take him away.
They have. They've done a great job. They've done a great job of keeping that man down, but he's still overcoming it.
So the Big Reds have it. First and goal. We're going to mark it at the 3-yard line. As Crowley and company come out.
Probably 2 plays left in this game, Matt. Another great night for the Big Red football team. Looking at win number 852. All but 7 of those wins probably under Shane Fairfield.
And we got a timeout called on the field with 2 minutes left to go. And we'll take a quick break and be back after this.
Timeout, Muskegon.
2 minutes, 1 second left to go here in quarter number 4. Out of the timeout. Big Reds are going to hand this one off. Taryn Walker right up the middle. Touchdown, Muskegon.
Walker, 3 yards.
The senior, Taryn Walker, punches it in, and the Big Reds extend their lead. It's 58-0.
Wow, did he was a determined ball carrier on that one. He wasn't going to be denied.
So we'll get Gutierrez on for one more PAT. And with that clock rolling, I don't even know if we're going to get another playoff after this, Coach.
I'm not sure either.
Taryn Walker will hold. Check that center of the ball. Holding the ball will be Murray.
You know,
Jose Gutierrez.
you know, I hope, we had a couple kids dinged up tonight a little bit. I hope, those are small, minor bruises, and the kids are able to come back from those.
Got a good road test next week coming up at Jenison.
Yes.
PAT is good from Gutierrez. And the Big Reds 59, the Trojans 0.
The Trophy House in Jones Sports in Muskegon offers something for all your sporting goods and trophy needs. They are the official provider of apparel for the Big Reds football broadcast team. Owners Steve Bliss, John Coy, and Rick Jones are available to help. The Trophy House in Jones Sports, located at 2350 Henry Street. Schmidt Roofing and Construction is ready to assist with your next home roofing or construction project, including siding, replacement windows, doors, chimneys, and snow and ice removal. The Old Roofer, located at 552 West Southern Avenue, Schmidt Roofing and Construction is your pregame sponsor of Big Reds football.
I don't know who's going to kick it. I don't know that anybody's going to kick it. It's not going to get kicked. That is the end of the game. From Hackley Stadium, the Big Reds celebrate homecoming tonight with a 59-0 victory over the Trojans of Fruitport. Muskegon improves to 5-0 on the season, and they are now 2-0 in the OK Black Conference. We'll take a quick break, and Coach and I will be back to break it down after this. Wrapping it up after Muskegon's convincing 59-0 homecoming win here at historic Hackley Stadium. Matt Tjapkes, Coach Mike Taylor. And Coach, first things first, we got to talk about Tommy Watts. What a night for him, over 100 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in the first half. Then he adds a 62-yarder in the second.
Absolutely. Great night for that young man. And again, I would say the execution of the offensive line and the blocking on the perimeter for Tommy Watts, it was outstanding tonight. So I'm sure Tommy Watts would say the same thing, but boy, he had himself a great night tonight.
And the defense did as well. A second straight shutout for the Big Reds and a little pizza for the boys.
Absolutely. Anytime you can get a goose egg, again, you put in all that time and effort at work. And my big concern right now is we get Miles Walton back. He went down and second quarter late. And that was the second time I'd seen Miles slip and fall on the turf out there. So I'm not quite sure of the extent of the damage, but we just hope he's back ready for next week's game.
Yeah, next week we head back to Jenison on the road. Jenison with a good start to the season, a couple wins. They suffered a tough non-conference loss tonight playing against a very good Hudsonville team. But it's always interesting when you go on the road. You never know what you're going to get.
Well, and again, Jenison very well coached. Conference game, we know what we're in for. And it's going to be a much, much harder contest next week with the competition that we saw tonight. So, we've got to have a great week of practice. And, overall, though, Matt, when you sit there and look at the field conditions tonight and what we did, I thought our kids played great football. I mean, look how many turnovers we forced on defense. And we did a good job of protecting the ball. I thought, our special teams played well. I mean, interceptions and the return yards on some of those plays, that's great football. Great football. It's exciting. It's just too bad the weather was so bad that more people couldn't get out here tonight to witness it.
Yeah, it is too bad, but we hope that you guys all enjoy the broadcast on Channel 96. Coach Mike Taylor, as always, great to work with you.
You're destined for the Hall of Fame, Matt, and I'm just happy to be here with you.
All right, for Coach, my name is Matt. Thanks to Dave Loring as well. For everybody here, go Big Reds, have a good night, and God bless.
Want to be 14-0, you have to have a 14-0 what?
Work ethic.
If you want to be 14-0, you have to have a 14-0 what?
Work ethic.
What?
Work ethic.
What?
Work ethic.
Here we go, Big Reds football, state champs. Go!
B.
Go!
I.
Go!
D.
Go!
R.
Go!
E.
Go!
D.
Go!
S.
Go!
F.
Go!
O.
Get your ass up! Go!
O.
Go!
T. Get up. Get up. B.
Go!
A.
Get up! Go! That's the road. Stay tuned.
Get up. Get up.
Go!
Stand.
Go!
Yes.
Get up and sit. Shit, right now. Watch out! Hey, get up!
Get up. Get up. Get up.
Hey! Finish with the Big Red Double Jacks. Here we go.
Hey, put my boy Pregame.
The other three.
Wait, I got it.
Go.
Hey! Big Red Tjapkes is on my right!
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
That was me.
Big Red Tjapkes is on my right!
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Exercise! Begin!
B. Okay. I. Yeah. G. R. Yeah. E. S. Big Red. Big Red. Big Red.
Big Red!
1, 2, 3. Big Red. 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
We're very excited to unveil the legacy room. So I would like to say thank you to the class of 1968. On May 11th, 2018, we got a call from Dave Young. We were getting ready to have the class of 1968's 50th reunion, and he talked to Shane and I. We went to the Station Grill, and he asked us what would be good projects for our building, and we kind of threw out a few ideas. And you know, everybody who knows Dave, he was like, "Well, consider it done. We'll get it done. We're going to talk to some people." And you know, Shane and I was like, "Really?" Did he buy? Yeah, he did buy the Dave, but that wasn't the real Dave, right?
It was a business expense, though, wasn't it?
And I mean, Shane and I looked at each other in amazement because we were very excited about what was getting ready to happen. And, you know, it was like once a week or once every 2 weeks, we would hear from Dave with an update on how much money was being raised and how willing the class of 68 was to take on this project. And then we were introduced to Marv Vanderweg and also to Jim DeVries. And this thing just took off like wildfire. And, I mean, honestly, you know, all the work these guys put in, class of 68, I know you put a lot of money in, and we really appreciate that. These guys put in a lot of time with contractors and building things themselves and meeting with different companies to get the chairs in, the carpet, and all those things. So we really appreciate you guys. We really appreciate the class because without you, wouldn't be possible. But I do think you guys have started something, you know, and I hope that some other people get behind this. Because once you see the finished product in that room there, you would be a different person to not want to be a part of this. This is Big Red pride through and through, and we're excited. Our kids deserve nice things. I know a lot of people don't think so, but you guys have put your money where your mouth is and showed people that our kids deserve nice things too. Our kids walk into a lot of places and they see a lot of nice facilities and nice technology and all of the latest everything. But when they come here, we don't have it. And this is a step in the right direction to show our kids that somebody here really cares about them. And you guys have done that, and we want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really do. Thank you. I also just think, I just think we have to do this. Dave, Marv, Jim, could you come up, please? We got to give them a standing ovation, ladies and gentlemen. We have to. Give it up to them. This is what it means to be a true Big Red. These guys and all of you, I really appreciate it. And I'm getting emotional right now, so at this point, I'm gonna stop.
Our class wanted to provide a little bit of history about how we got involved with this project and really take you through the process of the completion. In the summer of 2016, we had several conversations with the MHS class of 1966. In the discussions, they told us about a special gift which will be part of their legacy. They contributed money and resources and to install a 2-ton rock. Anybody who's been out in the courtyard has seen this rock, and they put it out there along with benches that the kids can go out and enjoy the courtyard. This is for the students of this school. The gifts had an inscription in it which read that they were placed there in recognition of the students of MHS, past, present, and future. In addition, we had the class of 1967 that created a space on Lakeshore Drive bike path, and which is maintained by their class, and with the assistance of members of the football team is maintained each year as a perpetual remembrance of MHS and their time at their beloved school. In 2018, as we were preparing for our 1968 50th class reunion, we took a page out of the books of these two previous classes and wanted to give a gift to the school that would honor our classmates and provide a lasting gift for present and future students at MHS. Initially, as Keith mentioned, we approached Keith and Coach Fairfield, and the administration of Muskegon Public Schools as to what we could do as a class that would celebrate our time at MHS and honor present and future scholars and athletes. We were told of the many needs of our beloved school, and one of the suggestions came from Coach Guy, and he mentioned that they were in need of new lockers for the scholar athletes. To be real honest about it, we weren't real excited about that project. Actually, for two reasons. First of all, we felt the gift, even though it was well needed, would only serve a small population of the school. Secondly, our goal to reach as many students as possible was to provide something that could be utilized for a myriad of purposes. So Coach Guy showed us a film room that was built at Grand Rapids Catholic Central. We really liked the idea, and we felt that this could be our special gift. So we contacted Trevor Henshaw, who is the athletic director at Grand Rapids CC, and had several conversations of how much the room would, or how the room was built and what would the bottom line cost. Kind of taken back a little bit because initially we were told that the cost of the room was right around $40,000, and we don't have $40,000 just laying around. Our reunion committee got together, and we felt that if we did a fair amount of the work, we could eliminate most, if not all, of our labor costs. And so we were shown a room near the library that, for all intents and purposes, was just being utilized as a storage room. With the expertise of Jim DeVries and Pat Holtz, we came up with an initial concept of what the room would look like. So you fast forward to our 50th class reunion, which was held in September of 2018, and we introduced the plan to our classmates. We thought the room could be completed with a budget of around $25,000. Initially, we told our classmates that the cost of each one of the seats would be about $250, and our intention was to put the name of each donor on the seats themselves. Unfortunately, this was not doable. So instead, it was decided that we would acknowledge their gift by putting their names on a commemorative plaque that will be placed in the room. There were even a few classmates who contributed a significant amount of money, much more than the $250. In essence, what we did was we started this process at the reunion, and not only did we receive great enthusiasm, but we were able to raise a little over $29,000 in a week and a half. Wow. You know, it's just a side note here. Our daughter went to Grand Haven High School, and we all know Grand Haven, affluent school district. And they were always proud of the fact that they started a foundation, they raised a whole bunch of money. And a lot of times we'd come back to people here at Muskegon and we'd talk about the kind of money that we felt that we could raise through people who had gone to this school and people that go back well over 100 years. And people always say, well, you know, that's Grand Haven. This is Muskegon. Can't do that here. Well, week and a half you can do it, okay? So in total, there was about 85 of our classmates that gave various amounts of money. Marv Vanderweg served as our treasurer, and he coordinated the budget, made sure we didn't overextend, paid all the expenses. And in addition to that, he kept all of our classmates informed through pictures and social media as to what the progress of the room was as it progressed. So the first thing we needed to do was to prepare the room. And you're going to see pictures here of what the room looked like when we started versus what it hopefully ended up being. So we got classmates Jim DeVries, Marv Vanderweg, Pat Glancy, Doug Kroll, Bill Karras, and Huey Husted helped scrape, prepare, and paint the room in white with red and black striping and a block M. In the meantime, with the help of Gaylord Stanton from the class of 1969, we were able to obtain seating that you will see today. Because of Gaylord's years and expertise in the seating business, he found us some very high quality seating while being able to negotiate very favorable costs. In addition, even though this is his business, he didn't take any compensation for this whatsoever. So that's his gift to us. The seating was shipped in from Mexico. In order to cut our costs for shipping, the seats were delivered to Laredo, Texas, and Larry Van Heitzman of D&D Logistics then had them picked up at no cost to the project, delivered to Muskegon, and with Larry's help, the shipping costs were cut in half. Next came the building of the risers, which all the seats were ultimately attached. Jim DeVries and his crew of Steve Allen and John Usmo from the class of 1967, along with Huey Husted and Bob Marine, knocked this project out in about 2 weeks. Being an insurance guy, I kept asking questions like, how is this going to work? Is this thing going to fall over? Because, Coach Fairfield will tell you, he got some pretty big young men. They're going to be standing on these things. I got to tell you, this room will last long after this school falls apart. So anyway, they knocked it out in 2 weeks. Next came the flooring, which was purchased and installed through Brett Thorson and Lakeshore Carpet One. Brett's father, Paul, went to Muskegon, and Brett does a lot of things for Muskegon in remembrance of his father. But he was very kind to our project, and he worked with his vendor to provide the most cost-effective product possible. And finally, with the help of the football coaching staff, the seats were installed in less than 2 days. Now, Jim DeVries personally constructed the framing and for the screen that you're going to see in the room. The screen material itself came from Ireland and allows for film projection on there and the ability to write onto the screen and, when you're done, erase it just like a whiteboard. Countless hours that Jim personally put into this project cannot be measured. Without his tireless efforts, this project would still not be finished. Jim spent many days here by himself, painting, constructing, doing stuff on his own that a lot of times we weren't even aware of. But not only do we owe him an unpayable debt for gratitude, but we want to recognize and thank his incredibly tolerant wife, Evie, because Evie puts up with not only Jim, but this project. So our intention for the room is to be utilized by many groups within the school. The class of 1968's vision is so that it can be used for not only our sports teams, but for educational purposes such as band, testing, and other club activities. We hope with a lot of care that this can be a multi-purpose room that will serve the MHS students for many years to come. Again, I'd like to thank these individuals who not only donated money, but their time to see this project through fruition. Jim DeVries, Marv Vanderweg, Doug Kroll, Pat Holtz, Huey Husted, Pat Glancy, Bob Marine, Steve Allen, John Usmo, and of course, Evie DeVries.
And Dave Young.
Finally, I would be remiss if I didn't recognize a young lady in our class, Nancy Alexander. Nancy Alexander created this quilt, which she did for our class of 1968. It was raffled off at our reunion. The monies that was raised, about $1,100, was the first seed money that went into the project. So all the money went back into the project. And Nancy did a tremendous job with that. There's a...
Me.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It was
Yeah.
legitimate.
It's in our car out in the park.
Yeah,
I forgot to.
very coincidentally, the MC of our class reunion also won it. I don't know. Jim has another quilt here too that was a gift from our class to Jim, because Jim also, on his other life, he creates all of our class reunions and does a tremendous job. But I'm hoping you get a chance to see the quilt before the night's over, because it was made by another classmate, Linda Morris, and it really gives you a sense of how cohesive our class is and what being a Big Red means to all of us. So I'd like to thank you all tonight. We're very proud to welcome you as we dedicate this room to Big Reds past, present, and future. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll have Coach Shane Fairfield.
You guys want to hear me talk? All right. I just want to say we talk to our young athletes all the time about being inspired, finding something that inspires you. And I tell you what, you guys investing in them and their school is a great belief. We talk about tradition lives on. It's painted in several different rooms. It's in our locker room. It's in our team room. It's now in this legacy room. And you guys are definitely, when we talk about tradition, our young men now can put faces in a class with tradition, and you truly are the definition of to inspire people. Jim DeVries has inspired the heck out of me. I don't know how many times I tried going wrench for wrench, nail for nail, board for board, seat for seat, tile for tile. And man, what a warrior he is, and how inspiring he is to me, that I know how important my job is as the football coach to continue the tradition, continue the pride, and continue to educate our young people about how important it is that the people that they play for. So in closing here, I've seen a lot of things. I've been in the district 20 years, and I've been a part of a lot of special moments, you know, coaching at the Big House, coaching at Michigan State, winning 2 state championships, being there 5 other times. Seeing kids go on to college and do great things, you know, seeing the changes in our district. But man, to have the class of 68 come up and do what you guys have done to invest in this school and this building, and then set the bar for other classes to, like Coach said, put your money where your mouth is and invest in our young people. You know, we always talk about our kids have to continue to climb and continue to achieve and reach for the stars, and our school looks the same. I've been here 20 years, and there hasn't been a lot of fixture changes to the building. And, you know, the bleachers are the same, the floor is the same, the locker rooms are the same, and all these things, and you guys come in and wow. And that's an important word for me as a football coach, is I want to be wowed. I want our kids to wow us. And you guys have definitely done that. Mr. DeVries, of course, you know, I've worked with him hand in hand. I did go to lunch with those guys because I wanted the free burger. That's the only reason I was there. Okay. I got the big one, too. I took some home. But definitely, this is, you know, winning a championship has nothing compared to what you guys done and the impact you're going to have on this school. So when you walk out of here, I know you have Big Red pride, but man, you should really be, you know, be proud of what you've done for our school and our community and our staff. This is going to make everyone's, you know, pride in our school district. Yes, people have invested. We talk about investment equals reward. Your guys' investment will definitely reward our kids and their continued success and to do what's right and maybe leave a legacy like what you guys have left for us. So last but not least, you're going to see there's another room in there. We talk about Jim and his drive and his inspiration to me to do better. So he does the whole room. Well, back behind the room, there's an office. And he gives me a definition like this. I said, Jim, I'm going to do this room when you're done. We're going to put some other carpeting in, and I'll paint it, and we'll put some chairs in. And what does he say to me? He goes, no, Shane. He goes, I tell you what, you can go to prom in a tuxedo and look sharp as you want, but you have one zit on your face. No one talks about your suit and how well you look. They talk about that zit. And he goes, that back room is the zit in this room, and I'm going to finish it. And that man finished it all by himself. So that's who he is, and that's who you guys should be proud of. So without talking anymore, I know you guys want to see this room, but last thing, our guys always, I'll ask for 2 claps. Our kids will give us 2 claps. I'll say, give me 2 more. They'll give me 2 more, and I'll yell Big Reds. And we want everyone to know you know. You guys ready? Yep. 2 claps. 2 more. Big Reds! Let's see this room.
Just a second. 3. Big Reds. Welcome to our house.
Notice real quick, down to your right-hand side, they have a tabletop on them, so you can flip that up. And they flip over, so now if you want to do testing or take notes or those kind of things for school projects as well.
Core Realty Partners is a locally owned and operated real estate brokerage firm located at 451 West Western Avenue. Core Realty Partners' mission is to provide unmatched, honest service to our clients, always trying to exceed their expectations, providing great support and a healthy work environment for our associates. Our goal is not to be the biggest, just the best in our industry. Our success will be the result of having the best interest in mind for our clients, our associates, and the communities we serve. Core Realty Partners. Port City Federal Credit Union. Lakeshore Carpet One. Core Realty Partners. Jinman Tire Company. Schmidt Roofing and Construction. Bowman's Body Shop. Brickley DeLong Certified Public Accountants. Mercy Health Sports Medicine and Athletic Performance Center. Benton Baker Honda. G&L Greek Chili Dogs. And the Trophy House and Jones Sports. The Meat Block.